Detained Rush junkies, welcome back. Get ready to dive into heart-pounding chases, jaw-dropping action, wild escapes, crazy close calls, and the most intense moments caught on camera. You're in the right place if you're looking for the ultimate rush. So buckle up, don't blink. Let's get your heart racing. While on patrol near the listed area, a radio communication was broadcast regarding a suspect vehicle involved in retail fraud and a felonious assault with the Utica Police Department. The suspect had already rammed a patrol vehicle multiple times before their pursuit was terminated near M53 and 27 Mile Road. While traveling westbound on 32 Mile Road, the suspect vehicle, a gold Jeep, was observed traveling eastbound. After turning around and waiting briefly for backup, an attempt to stop the vehicle was made. The driver clearly had other plans, accelerated, and began using the opposite lane to pass vehicles like traffic laws were just suggestions. Emergency lights and sirens were activated, and a pursuit was initiated.
What's your location? Eastbound 32. Perfect, sir. Traffic light. Going from 33, you can show me around as well on the eastbound 94 mile. He's out, he's what? He's out, he's what? He's out, he's what? Clear vehicle crashed out. To location. White shirt. What is that one on foot? Yes, there's one on foot. He went northbound through the storage yard here. I'm going to check on the passenger. Can we have, Come on, man! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Clear. Ground. Lay down. Lay down on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Was this just a trooper crash? Excuse me, just a suspect vehicle crash?
The driver failed to yield but was eventually taken into custody without further incident. The driver, identified as Joseph Lee Jackson, was arrested for fleeing and eluding, resisting and obstructing, and driving on a suspended license, and was turned over to Utica Police Department, who were likely already familiar with him. On July 8, 2023, officers observed a black motorcycle with no license plate traveling on Old Covington Road. The driver, later identified as Robbie Reagan, failed to stop after emergency equipment was activated and instead chose to treat traffic laws as optional DLC, accelerating and passing vehicles in a no-passing zone. A pursuit continued through multiple roads until the motorcycle was boxed in.
Passengers, a female, green tank top. Coming up to Rock Bridge, we're going left on Rock Bridge. Left on Rock Bridge. Be going right on Pleasant Hill Road. Right on Pleasant Hill. Headed back to Rockdale County. Headed back
Reagan then abandoned the bike and fled on foot through a yard and wooded area, apparently attempting to outrun consequences in parkour mode. After a short foot chase, Reagan was taken into custody following deployment of a taser. A search revealed suspected methamphetamine in his pocket, and the motorcycle was confirmed stolen out of Newton County, Georgia. Reagan was transported to Rockdale County Jail without further incident. On December 3, 2025, Tallahassee police advised of a Mitsubishi SUV previously involved in a fleeing incident. Eric R. Gibson was positively identified as the driver and observed traveling westbound on I-10 at speeds exceeding 130 miles per hour, weaving through traffic like lane markings were purely decorative. A traffic stop was attempted, but the vehicle failed to yield, continuing reckless operation and turning the interstate into a high-speed obstacle course. Due to the risk to the public and the suspect's apparent commitment to not stopping, a pit maneuver was conducted, bringing the pursuit to an abrupt end when the vehicle overturned. Gibson and passenger Cortez A. Johnson were taken into custody without further incident, both exiting the situation far less enthusiastically than they entered it. A search of the vehicle revealed methamphetamine and synthetic cathinone. Charges: fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, and drug possession offenses. On April 20th, 2024, at approximately 16:17, a white Ford pickup was observed on Nelson Road in Baldwin County, failing to maintain lane before stopping in a driveway. The driver showed clear signs of impairment and refused lawful commands to exit. The driver then fled, initiating a pursuit at 80 to 90 miles per hour.
Show me 1038. Show me 1038 with a white F-150. Hey, turn the truck off. Turn the truck off.
Man, I was talking to a buddy of mine about some hunting land, and he got mad
Stand by, stand by.
Because I didn't
Step out for me. Step out for me.
Huh?
Step out.
I ain't stepping out.
Step out.
No, you better do it.
Why?
Step out.
I ain't did nothing. Man, I was just talking to a buddy of mine about some hunting land, that's all. And he wanted to I ain't doing it. Let me see your supervisor.
Come on, send a deputy up here for me.
I want to see.
Step out for me.
I want to see your supervisor.
Step up here for me.
I want to see your
Step out.
supervisor. Please.
Step
I
out.
want to see your supervisor. Because I wasn't doing nothing but arguing with him about
Sir, the
price.
reason I stopped you, I saw you run off the road right there, and then you ran off the road again.
I was arguing with him, man, about the prices of hunting land. Serious.
So what you reaching for?
I don't have nothing. I'm looking for lighters or like my cigarette. No, I was arguing with you about the price of that hunting land. You know it.
Step out for me.
I want to see your supervisor.
Reyes, come up here for
You
me.
know I got the camera on. Just let me see your supervisor.
None of that, man. Hey, look, I gotta go to work today. I'm trying to. Hey, look.
Sir, step out for me.
I want to see your supervisor.
Easy, man. Go ahead.
No, don't do it. 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 can't let them back on the roadway.
Multiple pit attempts were needed as the driver kept fleeing and also struck a patrol vehicle and a civilian vehicle. pursuit ended after a final pit maneuver overturned the truck onto its side. The driver, identified as David Arrington, was removed after refusing commands and briefly pausing to light a cigarette like the situation was negotiable. A search revealed suspected cocaine. He refused implied consent testing and was transported for medical clearance before booking. Charges included DUI, fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, and possession of cocaine. On March 20th, 2024, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Albuquerque Police Department horse-mounted unit was working a tactical deployment near Central and Coors when officers were notified of a theft at a nearby Walgreens. The suspect, later identified as 30-year-old Mark Chacon, allegedly stole approximately $230 in merchandise and then attempted to resolve the situation by immediately selecting run instead of pay. Chacon fled on foot, ignoring commands, and continued running into traffic in what can only be described as a low-budget attempt at Red Dead Redemption without the DLC or horseback experience. The mounted unit closed the gap quickly, proving once again that Arthur Morgan-level escape skills are hard to replicate in modern Albuquerque.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Come on. Get on the ground! You're being detained!
Get out of the road!
Get out of the road! You are not free to leave, do you understand? Force will be used against you.
How did you see it?
You are being detained for suspected shoplifting.
I'm gonna fucking use horse you. Calm down. You are not free to leave.
Chacon was taken into custody without further incident. He was charged with shoplifting, evading police on foot, and possession of drug paraphernalia. On December 18, 2022, Atlanta police alerted surrounding units about a vehicle involved in entering auto crimes, including the theft of an officer's badge and credentials. The vehicle was located on Cleveland Avenue near I-75, and a traffic stop was initiated. The driver immediately attempted to flee, reversing into a patrol car and briefly attempting what can only be described as vehicular denial of reality. Multiple units engaged, and after several contact maneuvers and a short pursuit, the vehicle was boxed in and stopped. The driver and passenger were taken into custody after minor resistance from the driver, who appeared to believe locking arms would somehow change the outcome of the laws of physics. A search of the vehicle revealed marijuana, suspected methamphetamine, a firearm, burglary tools, and various high-value stolen items. The stolen badge and credentials were not recovered. The driver was transported for medical evaluation after reporting a headache and possible drug withdrawal. Charges were initiated for the incident with additional warrants pending. On December 12, 2019, at about 10:28, a red Chevrolet pickup involved in a crash on I-75/85 left the scene after striking a Ford Transit and fled when officers attempted a traffic stop. The driver ignored emergency lights, ran multiple red lights, and traveled the wrong way on a one-way street, treating traffic laws as optional guidelines. The vehicle began emitting heavy smoke, as if also questioning the decision-making process, but continued fleeing anyway.
Venture out window. Right on you for a whole step for yourself. I think it's going to with the red truck doing the same. I think what you're trying to say. You want to do on Taylor Street? Don't worry about Paul. Yeah, but let's crash on him.
Driver, pull the vehicle.
I'm not going to get up there, 20. Definitely, I mean, it's going to be good.
A pit maneuver was used to safely end the pursuit. The vehicle struck a pole and became disabled on Grant Circle SE. Driver Alvin Person, DOB 1988, was arrested for fleeing, reckless driving, and driving on a suspended license. The vehicle was confirmed stolen and turned over to East Point Police for further investigation. On October 6, 2023, at approximately 20:46, troopers assisted Sergeant R. Calvert with a stolen 2014 GMC Acadia, GARYY 3196, that had already been busy that day fleeing multiple agencies like it had a full schedule. The vehicle was observed driving in a highly reckless manner through city streets, ignoring traffic signals, striking a civilian vehicle, and continuing to flee as if stopping was only a suggested feature.
Watch out, watch out. Yeah, somebody else gonna have to call it if they can. Turning left onto some street right here. Stand by. Left onto Joseph E. Lowry, or I'm sorry, Oglethorpe. Left on Oglethorpe.
Left on Albuquerque, February.
Right on to Main Street, right to Main Street.
Right on Lee Street.
Blind curve, can't do it. 1050, still going.
You have the 56, keep going. Kick her ass. It's on Lee Street.
Roll over, motherfucker! Roll over! Roll over! Stupid! Get your ass up! Hands behind your back! Turn around! Let go! Let go! Hey, y'all check the car?
A pit maneuver was successfully used, sending the vehicle off the roadway into a fence. The driver, Willie Joe Williams, then exited through the window and continued fleeing on foot, apparently attempting to extend the pursuit into a full cardio workout. He was quickly apprehended after tasering deployment. Williams showed clear signs of impairment, and an open alcoholic beverage was located in the vehicle, confirming the bad decisions in progress theme. He was taken into custody, medically cleared, and transported to Fulton County Jail. Vehicle recovered by Atlanta PD ACE unit. Charges forwarded. On October 11, 2022, units joined a multi-agency pursuit of a Honda Accord linked to a missing person investigation on GA36/GA212. The vehicle was observed speeding and overtaking traffic on a double yellow line, clearly treating the situation like a time trial instead of an investigation. The pursuit continued onto GA212, with the driver swerving aggressively and approaching residential areas and a busy roundabout.
Coming up on Scout Road, traffic's getting a little bit heavier.
Here is Scout Road. Hey, Dan, I ain't still behind you with just a minute.
Picket Bridge Road, just went down Picket Bridge Road.
Picket Bridge Road. Find out what their charges are, please. 10-4, I've asked that dispatcher multiple times.
Speeds are 50 miles per hour, traffic is light.
Speeds are 50. Hold on, take a bridge to more. Listen, I use the service southeast. We're going to have a street east on the lead. There's just continues there, good 28. Advising on Picket Bridge Road on the curb. I'm 212 coming up the Picket Bridge. 10-4.
GSP is behind us. We are now headed toward Potts' store. If you'll ask Covenant if they'll back off, we'll let this trooper pit him. They got to get off of his bumper, though.
Jacob, when you pit, we'll spin and pin, spin and pin. Right on with them also. When you pit, we'll spin and pin. We're right here, Pebble Bridge, Pebble Creek, Pebble Creek. Pebble Creek, 1050I.
A pit maneuver was executed when safe, forcing the vehicle off the roadway where it struck a subdivision sign and trees. Driver Jesse Hardiman was taken into custody. He was a convicted felon with active warrants, 6 license suspensions, and a vehicle that wasn't even properly registered. Basically a full checklist of things not to do. A search revealed multiple loaded firearms within reach, stolen plates, and items possibly linked to burglaries. Additional warrants were obtained, including multiple counts of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and theft by receiving stolen property. On April 13, 2021, at about 6:31, a maroon Ford F-150 GAR QL 5910 was observed on I-16 westbound, failing to maintain lane and nearly striking multiple vehicles, driving like it was auditioning for a demolition derby. A traffic stop was attempted, but the vehicle continued onto I-75 north and fled at a high rate of speed, committing multiple lane violations and using the emergency lane as an extra travel option.
West, about the 116 west, about the 1 is going to be a red Ford F-150. Georgia, Robert Lincoln, 5910, RQL 5910. He's off the right shoulder. He's off the right shoulder. He's off the right shoulder. Right shoulder.
A pit maneuver was successfully executed, ending the pursuit with the vehicle leaving the roadway. The driver fled on foot and was not immediately located. The vehicle was later confirmed stolen out of Toombs County and possibly linked to a juvenile runaway. Driver identified as Javeed Ahmadi, DOB 2004, pending confirmation. Charges include fleeing/attempting to elude, felony, reckless driving, failure to maintain lane, improper lane change, improper passing, failure to signal, speeding, 90 plus in a 60 zone, and driving in emergency lane.
I think you took out that sign.
Thanks for riding with us here on Mind Rush. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and don't go too far, because the next one gets even crazier. As always, this footage is shown for documentary and educational purposes. We do not support reckless behavior, crime, or putting innocent people in danger. Drop the wildest moment in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.